I encouraged my husband's affair and helped them get together. I'm the kind of person who builds contingency plans for every possible disaster and keeps 3 backup timelines for every project. My husband and I have been married for 8 years, and I thought our lives were perfect. We had this whole future mapped out: kids by 35, beach house by 40, growing old together watching sunsets. But 7 months ago, my entire world turned into ash when I found texts on his phone between him and his coworker. Messages about how he can't wait to touch her again, about hotel rooms, about how I'm too focused on work to notice. I'm reading these words from the man who promised forever, and I can't breathe. But here's the thing about managing high-stakes projects. When everything's on fire, you either fall apart or you start building a plan. So instead of waking him up screaming, I take screenshots through tears I didn't even know were falling. The next morning, I'm making his coffee with 2 sugars, just like I have for 8 years, and I'm smiling while my entire chest feels like it's caving in. After that morning, I become someone I don't recognize. My husband mentions working late with his coworker, and I tell him that's wonderful, even though I want to scream. I suggest they grab drinks to celebrate their presentation, and every word tastes like poison in my mouth. I buy him new cologne, and the whole drive home I'm crying so hard I have to pull over twice. I'm packing his lunch with little love notes while transferring our money, and I keep thinking about our wedding day when I promised to love him forever. I meant those vows. I meant every single word. Every night I lie next to him and want to ask why I wasn't enough, but instead I smile and kiss him goodnight. Every day I'm documenting everything: receipts, charges, rides to her apartment, and some nights I'm sitting on our kitchen floor at 2 a.m., looking at our wedding photos and sobbing so violently I'm afraid I'll wake him up. But that panic keeps me focused. The worse his betrayal gets, the harder I work. Like if I just prepare enough and document enough and plan enough, maybe it won't hurt so much. I consult 4 different divorce lawyers. A week in, I join a book club as my cover for being out of the house because I can't keep pretending at home anymore. That's where I meet this divorced English teacher who has the kindest eyes I've ever seen. After first meeting, I tell him the truth. I'm married but separated, working on divorce. He nods, understanding. I'm just here for friendship. But we click immediately in a way that terrifies me because I didn't think I'd ever trust anyone again. One night we're in his car and there's this moment where the air feels electric and we're both leaning in. I jerk back so hard I hit my head on the window. I can't, not yet, not while I'm still married. My voice breaks completely. I know, he says softly, and his gentleness makes me start crying. I'm so scared, I whisper. What if I'm making another mistake? What if I can't trust my own judgment anymore? You don't have to decide anything right now, he tells me. Weeks pass. One night he asks, I'll wait however long it takes, just tell me there's a chance. I want to throw myself into his arms and show him how badly I want to be with him. Instead I say, there's a chance. I just need to finish this properly because if I don't, I become him. Then my husband walks through the door on some random Tuesday and asks me for a divorce. The bastard. I agree immediately. Then I pull out the folder I've been building for 7 months. I've known about you and your coworker this entire time. I hand him divorce papers and watch his face drain of all color. You've been planning this the whole time? You're insane. I do my best to keep a straight face, but then he practically slaps me. She was right about you. You're controlling and cold. That breaks something in me because I loved him so much I physically ached for him, and he's been talking shit about me with her while I've been crying myself to sleep every night. My lawyer serves my husband with the paper and sends proof of the affair to their boss. Both get fired within a week. His coworker dumped him this morning. Turns out she was using him for career advancement. He calls me to vent about how it's somehow my fault that his girlfriend racked up $40,000 in debt using his information. He begs me to take him back. I say no, and my voice sounds dead even to my own ears. Why are you so calm? He asks desperately. It's like you stopped loving me months ago. I did, I whisper, and saying it out loud feels like cutting out my own heart. The moment you chose her. He lets out this hollow laugh. There's someone else, isn't there? There's someone who makes me remember what it feels like to matter, I say quietly, but I haven't been with him because unlike you, I kept my vows. The divorce finalizes 4 months later. I text the teacher guy the day it's official. It's done. I'm finally free. He shows up with sunflowers and we finally kiss after months of waiting. It feels like learning to breathe again after drowning.